When it's a hobby, it's all okay. When it becomes passion, you're already in the bandwidth of craziness. And when you get into obsession, you're really out of your mind. Dr. Ravi Prakash is my name. I'm a medical doctor. My hobby, which started as a automobile historic vehicle collection, turned out into be a passion, and now it's an obsession. I live on a farm in Bangalore with my family of my wife and my two daughters and my whole lot of she's. My beautiful collection of cars, the trucks, buses, and two-wheelers. Added to that are the carriages and cycles too. The passion was nothing but, uh, which started as a hobby where I got a beautiful, historic, very, very enviable Sunbeam Talbot 2-liter, which was owned by none other than the last Viceroy of India, Lord Mountbatten. So that car became my first ever car in my collection. And that car sort of initiated and started making me build my own little collection. I was also heading the national championship for racing and rallying for 3 consecutive years from 81 to 84. And I'm also happy my family enjoys it. We are sort of the first family who are totally engrossed, involved in historic vehicles across the globe.
So I'm Ravi Prakash. I'm from Bangalore, born and brought up on this beautiful farm. I'm an illustrator, and my whole life has somehow centered around cars. I've grown up in the garage watching rusted parts come to life. For us, when they come home, it's like a new, like an injured family member coming. And we're giving it like a safe space, giving it love and care and bringing it back to life. My father's passion with my mother's support has kind of made these cars an inseparable part of me.
The friend showed us this lovely E-type Jaguar, and they said, "Hey, doc, I want to sell this car." So I straight away said, "Yes, sir, I will buy it." She is one of the best cars that we have in our collection. She's a 3.8 1961 Series 1 flat floor Jaguar E-type Roadster. We got all the parts and restored it, and we have driven uh, thousands of miles on her, and she's taken part in quite a few events. E-Type was one of the first sports cars that came into our life, and then the way we got it, the way we restored it, has been a marvelous thing.
I have a very special place for British sports racing cars. So I really enjoy the two-seater fast convertibles. I have my Triumph TR3, which I've done. I call her Tipsy because she has a mind of her own. So when you're driving, all the wheels are going in 4 different directions. So that's why she's called Tipsy, and I've done a lot of adventures with her. And the most recent one was through the Rann of Kutch, a 1962 Austin Healey Sprite where I drove to Coonoor and back. So every time I try to take like a different car so that I have like different stories and different adventures with each of these cars. The Austin Healey 106 that was previously owned by the Maharaja of Gondal. So that's my sister's favorite car, and that's the first car that she learned to drive in. That was the only car that was off limits to me.
Another very interesting car, which is a Lancaster Straight 8. There are only 11 Lancaster Straight 8s in the world. And this is the 1928 Lancaster Straight 8, which is the oldest of all. And this belonged to the first family of India, Motilal Nehru. We rebuilt the car, and she drives like a dream. In fact, there was one day, there was somebody called me up from the junkyard and said, "Hey, there's a beautiful car. I think it belongs to Kuvempu." So I just took my bike, ran to the junkyard, and I said, I want to buy this car. So then he said, "No, I bought it for about 20,000, but I break it, I will get 40,000. He says, "I think the tires are all good. I want to take the tires." I said, "Listen, you paid 20,000. You told me 40. I paid you 60, 70. Now, last 10,000, I'm taking the car and going. But today, I'm so happy. I have the legendary poet of the Karnataka's car with me. What circumstances that I had to pay is not that really matters. But whose car I have, I'm really proud. In 2011, the first F1 race came into India at the Booth Circuit. I had the privilege and the honor of driving Lewis Hamilton. My family had driving Sergio Perez, Sebastian Buemi, and another driver. So we all had a great time. I think the journey has been fabulous. Literally, last 45 years of my journey with historic vehicles has been probably one of the finest things that I can remember. For me, my cars are my boost of energy. It's a great feeling of a mother giving birth to a baby. It's the same feeling for me to restore a totally junk piece of metal into a beautiful artwork which it was created by its manufacturers.
Classic Chase is only centered around taking care of the cars and kind of securing them for the future, getting more people to love and respect and understand them.
She started this classic chase where she gives a beautiful experience of a historic vehicle to anybody who wants to have it for a special occasion. She's been sort of uh, taking whatever that I dreamt forward. We are probably the first family across the globe who are totally, totally, totally into automobile. And I know today, because of the family commitments, this passion will continue for generations. Everything will last for you all and your kith and kin and your generations to see. The picture what you showed me is my daughter Rupali's one of her favorite cars. That's a early 1980s Alfa Romeo Spider 2 liter. I think Rupali went while she was driving. There's a whole lot of villagers and everybody was so amazed to see the car. So she pulled up the car, got the entire kids to be around the car, and they took a picture. But it was a very nostalgic event. The Grand, which is a very rare car, and the car was fully restored, and the entire team were posing with the car on the farm near a Japanese guest house.